How's it going, guys? Teacher Talking Sports here. And today I'm going to talk about two players that were picked up off waivers in the NFL, starting with running back Royce Freeman. He was claimed by the Houston Texans today. He was serving as the Panthers' backup running back while Christian McCaffrey was out with injury. McCaffrey is back. Chuba Hubbard moves to the reserve for Christian McCaffrey. Thus, the Panthers cut bait with Freeman. Texans, I believe, had the second waiver priority. They decided to pick up Freeman. There's been a real struggle for the Texans running the ball. Freeman hasn't gotten much of an opportunity the past 2 years, looking at his career stats. But as you could see in 2018 and 2019, he was fairly productive. Eight touchdown runs. In 2019, he caught 43 passes, which is pretty good for a guy who did not start the whole season. So he's clearly a guy that can be a threat out of the backfield as well. And if you look at the Houston Texans this year, they have struggled mightily in the rushing department. As you could see, they are second to last in rushing yards, second to last in rushing touchdowns, and their 3.3 yards a carry are dead last. Their leading rusher right here, Mark Ingram, has since been traded to the New Orleans Saints, back to his old stomping grounds. Philip Lindsay, a former teammate of Royce Freeman's with the Denver Broncos, 2.7 yards a carry. He has just not found his way. David Johnson, a former first team All Pro, but that seems like it was years ago. He's coming close to 30 years old. Not doing much on the ground, a little bit doing some damage receiving, but like I said, he's close to 30. Royce Freeman, I believe, is 25. Yes, Royce Freeman turned 25 in February, so he's about 5 years younger than David Johnson. And for a rebuilding team like the Texans, maybe they'll want to see what he can provide. The next guy I'm going to talk about is wide receiver Josh Reynolds, also from NBC Sports. Lions claim Josh Reynolds off waivers. Josh Reynolds had fallen down the depth chart in Tennessee, thus requested his release. According to this article, he may have wanted to return to the Rams, of course, are one of the Super Bowl contending teams, it looks like, about halfway through the regular season. Instead, he will be going to the winless Lions, who had the first waiver priority and decided to pick up Josh Reynolds, 26 years old. His best season came last year. His first four seasons were all with the Rams. Last year, he caught 52 balls for 618 yards and two touchdowns. But as mentioned, he was at best the fourth wide receiver option with Tennessee behind A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, and Chester Rogers. Only had 10 catches on the year, thus wanted to go to a team where he could see some action and requested his release and was granted it. And by going to the by going to the Lions, he will be joining his former teammate Jared Goff, who of course is the starting quarterback for the Detroit Lions. So you wonder if they have some type of connection that will benefit Josh Reynolds and give him numbers and maybe entice the team into signing him next season. As you could see, the wide receivers on the Lions have not been good. Neither is Jared Goff, for that matter. But he hasn't had much to throw to besides tight end T.J. Hawkinson and running back DeAndre Swift. As you can see, the leading receivers on the team are Khalif Raymond, 26 catches for 334 yards. He didn't even have a catch in the Lions' previous game. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, a fourth-round pick in this year's draft, 27 catches, but not even averaging 10 yards a catch, and has yet to reach the end zone. Quintus Cephas was off to a pretty good start, but he broke collarbone, and he may miss the rest of the season. So they are really short in depth when it comes to the wide receiver position. They don't have many playmakers. Tried Tyrell Williams, recently cut him. Signed Brashad Perriman, but cut him before the season even began. So my question to you is, do you believe either of these players can be fantasy relevant at some point this season? I know, they aren't the biggest names, but they are going to teams where, their position is in great need. As I mentioned, Texans running game has been extremely awful, and the Lions just don't have a reliable wide receiver threat. To take some attention away from TJ Hawkinson, who is one of the better tight ends in the league, but so much attention can be given to him because of the lack of threats at the wide receiver position for Detroit. Plus, he played with Jared Goff for 4 years. Does he have a connection with him? Can he play a role that will make him fantasy relevant, either him or Royce Freeman? And in deeper leagues, probably deeper leagues, your standard maybe 10-team league, you're not going to look up to pick up either of these guys. But if you're in a 12, 14-team league, do you think either of these players are worth a pickup and a shot in the dark, and hope that they can provide some type of value at some point this season? Do you think maybe a Deshaun Jackson, who just signed with the Raiders, might be a better choice to stash on your bench until you see production from them? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, hit that bell for future notifications. Support your favorite teacher. I'm out.